Greetings and welcome to another video. It's Tuesday 7th of August 2018, at least it should be, and over there is Telford Town Park, and beyond that Telford Town Centre. We've got a mini golf course over there. We've got a random path that leads to random places, but we're not going to go in any of those directions, nor are we going to go that way, because that leads to Mallinsley, and you don't want to go to Mallinsley if you can avoid it. Hehe. Apologies if you are watching this and you live in Mallinsley. I'm sure your part of Mallinsley is a nice place, but still not going there at the moment. Maybe later, but not right now, because today we're going this way, having an explore of a path I've not been before. I'm sure loads of people have been along this path. But I haven't. But there we've got a nice little red and white thing, nice little seating area. For all I know, this path is going to lead somewhere incredibly obvious that I'm going to get to the end of it and think, oh, of course it leads there, but well, around it might not. Oh, looks like it did lead somewhere obvious. So let's get to it, I guess. Actually, not so sure. Hang about, yeah, of course. I thought this is one thing, but it's not. Okay, that leads to, that over there is the visitor centre, and this leads to a visitor centre. The Silkin Way leading to Sturchley, Brookside, Madeley and Iron Bridge. Let's go this way. Now, I've walked different sections of the Silkin Way before. Maybe interesting for people. Yeah, but I've not walked this section before. Just notice those steps. I'll have to explore those another time, because we want to explore this right now and see how it connects to another section of the Silkin Way that I do know about. Oh, we've got a bit of water over here. Bit of water! Now on the other side of this lake, pretty much opposite to where this camera is pointing, is, I know there's a bunch of signage, a couple of signs talking about this little lake, but because it's over there and I'm over here, I'm not going to be able to read it to you. But yeah, if you come to the, if you can find your way to the visitors centre at the town park, you'll be able to find it and read it for yourselves. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot down here. Anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. Now I'm going to assume this leads us to the grounds of a local rugby team. In which case I know exactly where we are. Yeah, it does. Don't know how well you can see the rugby goal posts from here. Right, the path leading that way. According to this, up there is the Telford Town Park nature trail. So yeah, good times. I'd like to explore that, but on another day. As it is, let's just keep focused on this. Yeah, the local grounds to the local football rugby team. Nice one. Should probably see if they've got a website and check out more information about them. Would like to see a local football. I should make time to watch one of their games at this very site. I should be saying. Yeah. Let's move on. Okay, so here we are now at this little spot here. The Silkin Way goes on that way, and that way is back to Telford Town Park and the visitor centre. Oh, and we've got information here. Disc golf course. Just like traditional golf, the object of the game is to complete each hole in as few shots as possible. With disc golf, you throw a flying disc or frisbee rather than hit a ball, and to complete a hole, you have to land the disc in an elevated metal basket. Wherever your disc lands, that's where you make your next throw or play your next shot. A lot of the same terminology as traditional golf is used in disc golf. There is a tee area from where you make your first throw or drive, then you make an approach shot to the basket, and hopefully you are close enough to make your putt for a par or maybe your first birdie. So that's what that said there. Okay, and you've got the course lies within the village green of Telford Town Park. It is a 9-hole course with 3 tee positions on each hole. Beginner, intermediate and advanced. That's what I was just reading from. And that's the map of the course. Yeah, so if you want to try out disc golf, come here and try it out. Just like traditional golf, it says.
Yeah. But they really shouldn't put them together, should they?
Okay. Okay. Homes for workers. Local history here. The isolated terrace of Stone Row was built between 1827 and 1833. It consisted of 6 cottages built of massive sandstone blocks. The houses would have been homes for many workers in the local area, principally the Sturchley furnaces to the east or Wood Colliery to the west. They were demolished in the late 1960s as part of the creation of Telford. Although the inhabitants were evicted, they returned daily to tend to their former gardens until the houses were demolished 3 years later. In 2013, a community archaeological dig funded by the Parks for People project was undertaken here by Nexus Heritage, Telford Region Council and the Friends of Town Park. Many former residents of Stone Row who visited the dig site in 2013 recalled fond memories of their former homes. So yeah. So what we're going to do is walk along here a bit, but because I've already done a video about the stretch of this walk, we're going to skip ahead. Okay, so here's the main entrance to the Telford Hornets Rugby Football Club, which we saw early on from another angle when we were on walking along the Silkin Way, but we're not going to go in there. Now this big road here I've already covered in a previous video titled Telford Town Park to Dorley. Because back that way is Telford Town Park and that way is going straight on is to Dorley. Now in fact I think the video is simply called Telford to Dorley. Yeah, but I was just walking along this entire road and there's a pub up the other end of this road at the edge of Dorley, and yeah, it turned out to be a nice day, that was. Obviously we're not going to go all that way again, we're not going to repeat the same video. Instead we're going to do something slightly different. What we're going to do is follow the sign, the Silkin Way, down this way. Now in the previous video I was talking about, I did mention this path and even explore it to an extent. So what we're going to do is just come down here. In a previous video when I was doing that walk from Telford Town Park all the way to Dorley, I got as far as this point here and talked about how going straight on takes you to Sturchley Chimney and Silkin Way picnic area. But we're not going to go that way. What we're in fact going to do is what we did not do in the video I'm talking about. We're in fact going to go this way. Let's explore. Yeah, in a future video I might come back to this point and go along that path. Maybe. We'll see what goes out, but in the meantime, let's get this done. As you can see from this sign, this is the Heritage Trail. just like with the other heritage trails and nature walks going around this area, you'll be able to see and spot all kinds of different flowers and fauna. And depending on the time of day you're coming by, early morning, late afternoon, evening, or whatever, you'll be able to see some of the wildlife as well. It's really beautiful around here, really peaceful as well. I think I've only walked along this path once before, years ago. Maybe I'll mention that later. But yeah. Yeah, that reminds me, this route is ideal for cycling, and kind of wish I was on a bike at the moment, but I'm not. I'm on foot. But anyway, no. But if you love your cycling, around here be perfect for a bike ride. And if you like your running, and especially whether you're part of a running club or doing this by yourself, either way, this is also a great route to do your running on and keep your fitness up. So that's always something to bear in mind. Hinkshay Village. Several workers' houses were built on the pot-filled freehold between 1815 and 1827, I meant to say. These included a double row of, what's that say, 48 back-to-back houses and a single row of 21 houses. A church was also established, and the area was known as Hinkshay Village. By the 1960s, the roads were evacuated and demolished or left to decay. Sturchley Forge and Rolling Mill are some of the archaeological remains of buildings that can be found in the park today. The forge and a rolling mill were built soon after the Sturchley blast furnaces in 1826 and was sold to the Heybridge Iron Company in 1873. The works were built in 1876 and a nail factory was established on the site in 1874 and 1875 until 1885. The forge and rolling mill continued in use until closure approximately 1900. Cool. I got this here, and that sign there, but we're going down that way, and this is going to be important. I don't know where that way leads to. I've never been that way. Here we are at our destination. That way leads you back toward Telford Town Park and Alice in Wonderland, which was mentioned in a previous video. As you can see here, the Silkin Way continues that way onto Sturchley, Brookside and Madeley. And also it's where the Sturchley and Dorley train station platform is, which I talked about in a previous video. So that's how you get to there, right? And in that video I actually mentioned this very spot where this path takes you back to Telford Town Park. So this video here is basically linked together two separate videos. Firstly, the video I made about Sturchley and Dorley railway station, which is located that way along the Silkin Way, and also this way, the video I made walking that road between Telford Town Park and Dorley. And this path was about the Silkin Way, so yes, good time situation. On that note, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched all the way to the end. I do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourselves, be safe, look after each other. Thank you and goodbye.